Seems easy, but why haven't you done it? You've been roofing for 7 years, 8 years. I've been doing this all my life. I know what I'm doing. I made $27,000. Here's the reality, guys, is that literally if you're not selling roofs from $450 to $550 a square, if you're not clearing $100,000 to $175,000 every single month in revenue, but if you're not looking for more than that camping trip and that rundown trailer needs some maintenance, if you're not looking for more than that, then just turn me off. You probably turned me off a long time ago. If you want more, then I suggest you realize that there's been a path set how other companies valued at 50, 60, 70 million dollars do it. What you think you deserve, take that times 3, and that's what your people will do for you because you fed them more than what they think they deserve. Give them more than what you said you would. And I want to show you how to make more and get more from people because of the service that you provide in a way that's valuable, other than just, here's my proposal, here's my numbers, I'm cheap, I'm this, I'm that, I'm good. Or, hey, yeah, just let me know, yeah, it's going to be like 8,500 and I'll be out here for a day, maybe 2 days at the most, depending on weather. And yeah, I'll email you something over, and then just let me know, okay? I mean, I don't know. So I don't have any followers. I don't have anybody that watches me. I don't have anybody that listens. But here's the thing: I make a shit ton of money, and so what my next step is going to be is helping some of you make money, because I truly believe that the only way for me to feel the level of success that I believe that I deserve and what I want for my life is going to be by helping other people achieve their success. And I've kind of taken a step back to see what's helped me become successful so quickly. And what I've found is that I've ran into a lot of people, these guys that are working these other bullshit jobs, and I said, hey, you need to be making more money. Like, listen, if you're not afraid to do some work, I'll pay you this much instead. You're making $13 an hour? What? Are you serious right now? You're busting your butt in here. And so very quickly, I was able to do a lot of things while selling jobs that I didn't expect. And the one thing that I found that I really focused on not making sure, but ended up being what my true intention was, helping these other people do better than what they're doing. That's what's made me so successful. The big deal is that once I truly realized that, hey, I can help you. If you want this, I can do this for you. We can work together on this. So I never looked at it like these guys are actually working for me. I really truly look at it like all these guys that I've brought on work with me. Like, without them, I couldn't get any of this shit done. So it's not like they're working for me. I'm out there with my boots all dirty and messed up, and on every project, at least for a few hours every single time. So I really believe that my next step from what my original goal was moving on from this and to other things, to what I had done before in this thing that I put together. I truly think that what I need to do is just to help a couple of you. I'm not going to ask for anything in return. I'm not going to ask for any money down, any money up front, or any money at the end of me showing you what I've got. I'm not going to ask you for anything. The only thing I want you to do is I want you to let me come in, put all of your information into what I can produce for you, put it out there for a few people, show you how it works, make it work for you, and then and then let you take over and then reproduce it so that you can move your owner operatorship on to bigger things. Because the big transition is guys don't, they attempt to ask for some more money. Well, how do you ask for more money? How does a roofing company ask for $750 to $800 a square? Tell me that. Do you know? Some of you might, because some of you may have worked for some of these big companies, and maybe you never picked up on how it is that they get so much more because you're afraid of price. Even though they try to push it into your head, don't ever be afraid of price. Well, other companies prematurely try to tell their reps or inspectors to don't worry about price. Well, we're not branded and nobody knows who the fuck we are. So there's a medium there, and how do you gauge that and range yourself and scale up into, to the point when you're logistically looking at your numbers and realizing the value as you move up, as you scale. There's a way to do that. There's a way that other companies have did it, and a way that you can do it. I'm being very candid here. As you can tell, I'm not the most serious guy in the world, but I'm set to make $600,000 this year. Here's the truth. Here's the reality. There's a way for owner operators to take what they're doing now, what you're doing now, present it, do it in a way to where you can ask for more money immediately, close more jobs immediately because you gain more respect immediately, and you have a process in place that people respond to immediately, hands-free or minimal hands to where you spend your time delegated to what you want to do in the business, to where your time is most valued and best spent doing the things that you do the best to help the business grow, which, whether it's managing people, managing money, marketing, whatever it is that you do the best for your business, and help and then put other people in places to help you manage the rest of it. What I can show you is how to systemize the blood flow, the bloodline of your business, so that you're able to do that. In a lot of cases, some of these businesses out there, some of you guys, you've got a patient on the bed bleeding and you don't even know it, or that's sick and who maybe like a depressed person, somebody mentally ill or even physically ill with cancer. You're walking around just barely surviving, getting by, paying your bills, doing the minimal. I know it's a pretty terrible representation of what your business might be doing, but if you're not thriving and growing, and every day you're like, I hit that marathon mark, I hit that 1.5 miles that I put out for the day, my goal tomorrow is going to be 2.5 miles, I'm going to hit that, I'm going to go out to dinner, I'm going to take all my friends here, I'm going to go there, I'm going to have everything I want, I'm going to take a vacation when I want, I'm doing the things I want, where your life is a big thriving organism of love and life, and just living and doing what you want to do in life. If that's not where you're at, and that's not what you're doing, because you're not a rad dad, let me tell you, there's a way to where it's very simple, to where everyone around you within your organization can thrive and prosper, because the people that you service are going to respect you, and though you're going to make profit that you don't think it may even be fair, in your heart you may be like, man, am I really worth this? But then you pay your taxes, your insurances, you get some new equipment, you upgrade, you do some maintenance, you hire some people, you spend time and energy training those people, you end up, taking all your guys on a golf outing for motivation, and then you give everybody a bonus at the end of the month. Yeah, your business is worth that little bit more. Of course, 100%. Do your customers know that? No. Well, how do you add that value? I mean, there's so many old school bullshit tactics that people are still using and training other sales reps to use to try to get people to sign the dotted line right now. Oh my goodness, that's so outdated. I can't say it enough. What not to do is more important than knowing what to do. Let me say that again. Knowing what not to do or say to a potential customer or in front of a potential customer is more important than knowing what to do or say or even what to price. So I read once, I'm not going to get into much of it, but some of the simplest things are the most complex in nature. And some of the most difficult things are some of the most simplistic things in nature. So though as simple as this is, it's very complex in nature. And there is a process and steps and a whole thing that most of you think you know, but you don't. Most of you think you've been trained, but you haven't. Most of you think you've read the books, and I guarantee there's no books out there for this. One of the best books I ever read, I just read actually, Greatest Salesman in the World. That was a good one. Not what I expected at the end. It was a good one. But nevertheless, you're not going to find any books about this because it's not. These aren't things that I want to share and help you with that you're going to get through anything but other than going through at least 10 to 15 years with a half a dozen or more multi-million dollar companies as well as little mom and pop companies, and within months learning everything you can, asking more questions than what they're happy with. People, even these people got mad at me for asking so many questions, wanting to know everything about how they do everything. The reality is that there's so many owner operators that I know need this if they want to scale $1 million at a time. Every person you bring on is $1 million for your business. No joke, that's what it is. One step, boom, $1 million a year. Step 2, you want to take 2 steps, $2 million a year. No joke. You want $3 million a year? There's about 4 steps within step 3. You want $3 million a year? You do it. You're going to scale or else you're going to pay. It's either way. Either way. You either scale or pay, or you're going to pay to scale. Either way, you're going to pay and then scale or scale and pay at the same time. It's just how it works. Like I said, I'm about to make a little over $600,000 in my pocket, taxable. I'm probably going to pay like maybe 30 grand on $600,000. I have changed my life. I'm going to tell you guys again. I haven't said it in a minute. 6 years ago now, it's 2021. 6 years ago, I was fucking homeless. I was homeless. I went through a divorce that took everything from me. My kids, my cars, my houses, my business, my cash. I had cash, but then I went stupid and spent $90,000 in less than 4 months. I found myself broke, homeless, girlfriendless, and then had some friends that helped me out. Watched a couple videos, read some books. 6 years later, I'm going to clear $600,000. It didn't happen. It just happens to be those numbers, but it didn't happen like that. But my next step, I truly believe, is going to be helping one of you, some of you. Like maybe you and your girl have got this little business. Maybe you and your boy, your brother, have got this business, this roofing business, this siding business, this window business, and you're like, man, what the hell this guy talking about? Listen, I'm not looking for you to put money into anything. I'm telling you that there's a way for you to take whatever it is that you have and make it go to that next level in a way of which it doesn't take you dumping a bunch of money and hiring all these people and doing these ad agencies and Facebook and this and doing that and having all this shit and putting people everywhere. Oh my goodness, it's a headache. All that shit's a headache. I'm not an ad guy. I'm not any of this. I'm a dude who's been in the streets and the sales since I was 15 years old. The reality is that if you're an owner-operator, you're somebody out there doing less than $1 million a year. If you're making less than $100,000 a month revenue, if you're not putting in your pocket 15 to 20 grand a month, every month, but you want help to see how you can separate yourself from doing that into a position where you can focus what you do the best for your business while putting some things in place that manage your sales so you can make more money doing the same amount of work, the same amount of volume that you're doing now for more money. Seems easy, But why haven't you done it? Right? You have the answers. You've been roofing for 7 years, 8 years. I've been doing this all my life. I know what I'm doing. Trust me. I don't need you. I made $27,000. Here's the reality, guys, is that literally if you're not selling roofs from $450 to $550 a square, and you're not doing 35 to 40 sits or presentations or estimates, quotes, whatever you call them, for whatever it is you're doing right now, if you're not doing 30 to 40 of them every single month, or if it's just you, if you're not doing 40 presentations a month, if you're not clearing $100,000 to $175,000 every single month in revenue, but if you're not looking for more than that camping trip and that rundown trailer needs some maintenance, if you're not looking for more than that, then just turn me off. You probably turned me off a long time ago. If you want more, then I suggest you realize that there's been a path set, how other companies valued at 50, 60, 70 million dollars do it. If everybody in your organization is being fed more than they deserve, then they will do everything they can to make you more than what even you would think you deserve, no matter how much you think you deserve. What you think you deserve, take that times 3, and that's what your people will do for you, because you fed them more than what they think they deserve. What you expected, give them more than what you said you would, and they'll do more than what you pay them for. And I want to show you how to make more and get more from people because of the service that you provide in a way that's valuable, other than just, here's my proposal, here's my numbers, I'm cheap, I'm this, I'm that, I'm good, trust me, look at all my referrals. Don't you want me? Everybody wants me. Don't you want me? Oh, here's my email. Let me know. I got 5 more people today I got to go talk to. You're not important. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to be a bad salesman, but I can imagine that that's some of the conversation that some of you guys have. Or, hey, yeah, just let me know. Yeah, it's going to be like 8,500, and I'll be out here for a day, maybe 2 days at the most, depending on weather. And yeah, I'll email you something over, and then just let me know, okay? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how bad some guys get, but I can imagine that's about as bad as it gets. And some homeowners actually have to deal with that kind of stuff. But I'm going to show you. I can show you some things that would change the way that you and your business is forever. Seriously, when it comes to the amount of money that your business makes and what your goals are for your business, some of these steps are somewhat childish-like, but homeowners respect the humility it takes to be so vulnerable as like a child in front of them, instead of being so serious all the time. And they respond to that in a way where they say, take my money. Take my money. Take it. I know you don't know. You have ideas of how you do it, but I know you don't know how to do it. Again, maybe you've read books, maybe you did all things, maybe you talked to guys who are doing some other things, making $1 million or $2 million a year. If they're in business for 8, 9, 10 years and they're doing $2 million, why aren't they doing $20 million? Like, you should always be asking yourself. And if you think $20 million is a lot of money, you're thinking too small. $20 million is not a lot of money. If this business is doing $40 million, you should be asking yourself, well, why aren't we doing $80 million? It doesn't really make any sense. If we can make $20 million, then why are we not doing $80 million? Why? Makes no sense. Why? What changes need to be made? What are some of the solutions to the problems that we're obviously having from being able to do 80 million? Why did we only do 20 million? Maybe it's only 20,000. Why didn't we do 200,000 this month? Why? Did we not spend enough money on marketing? Do we not have the right marketing? Are we not doing our presentations right? Or do we not even have a presentation? What kind of information are we providing? Are we just leaving information and then just contacting them back and hoping that they wanted us to talk to them? Are we providing any value? Is our price higher than our name recognition? Are we competing against people who are in a different bracket of the market than what we're in? Are we trying to price ourselves against competitors that do a lot more business than what we do? Do we feel the value outweighs our price, or is that just our perception but not reality? Are we presenting what we do and our services in a way that demands that price? Are you using products that are valuable? What is it that you're doing? Are you not funding your business? Are you not funding your marketing? Are you not reinvesting for the equity of what you need to do more work? What are you doing? Buying boats? And why is your business not doing 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, 80 million? Why? I'm going to do over $1 million my first year, like I'm telling you can. And I'm not even into home improvements. I'm just something much different. Landscaping, of all things. But this works with no matter what you're in. Yeah. You can tell people all day long they're not going to buy from you 50 to 60% of the time. All right? Let me know.